Hi, everyone. My name is Jacqueline, and I'm the owner and producer of the Baby Toddler Expo. And I'm here today to walk you through the virtual Baby Toddler experience. So let's get started. Our goal today is I'm going to tell you a little bit about us. I'm going to walk you through the platform, all the features that it does. Both going to talk to you from an attendee's viewpoint and from and a vendor's or sponsor's viewpoint, so you can see how the platform operates for both. I'm going to walk you through some of the packages and talk about, in addition to just a virtual booth, what else we offer to, help you through this challenging time. And I'm going to share some results from our spring 2021 expo. So let's get started. So I'm going to jump over to, this is what the attendees would see when they're about to register for our event. So what makes our event different is we use an online event platform. It is called Hopin, and this platform is great because it's different than Zoom or some of the other traditional online things that you've seen, because it operates just like a trade show. So it has the opportunity to have both speakers and a vendor platform, and makes it highly engaging and highly interactive. So attendees can not only explore the different booths from our vendors and sponsors, they can listen to speakers, they can talk to vendors, they can talk to speakers, ask questions, enter giveaways, everything that you could do at an in-person event, but we've provided it virtually. So let's get started. If I was an attendee, this is what we call the registration page. This is where you get your tickets. Before someone, decides to register for the event, they can read a description about the event. They can see who our sponsors are, who our speakers are. In this case, it's just me for this virtual demo. And they can also get a glimpse of what vendors are participating. So let's jump right into the platform and get started. So if I was a vendor or sponsor or an attendee and the event was live, I would just click enter event, and we are going directly to the event registration. So the event registration, this is like a holding room. So imagine if we were looking at an in-person event and we're about to open the doors to you. On the left-hand side of the screen, just so you can understand the features, reception, that's where we are right now in this room. Session, this is all our workshop sessions, speaker sessions that are happening throughout the day. If somebody wanted to view one of them, they would click that tab. Networking, this is a new feature that the platform has. I'm putting it on this webinar just to show it to you. I don't know if we're going to use it for our events, but it's still fun. Networking, it's basically like roulette of everybody that's attending. I would click networking, and two people that click networking, boom, they would meet, and they can go from there and make a connection. Whether it's two moms that want to make a connection or a mom and a business, it's totally random. It's just a way to meet new people. Expo, this is where we're going to talk a lot about today. This is Expo. This is our show floor. This is where all our exhibitors and sponsors are. And replay, this is a new feature that the platform has now. So an attendee that has maybe missed a session, but the event is still live, they can go to this replay option now and watch a session that has already passed, but they don't get access to the full recording after the event has happened unless they purchase a separate ticket. That kind of sums up the reception. On the right-hand side of the screen, you're going to see under event, it says chat. So this is our main chat feature. This is where I can say, welcome to the expo. I can talk about, going wherever I want them to go. This is typically where the organizer chimes in. I ask people, where are you visiting from? It's all to get people talking. This is where our live giveaways would happen, where we would do our shout outs to vendors, and I'll get to that in a second. So let's dive right in. Let's go right to the expo tab. So this, if we were going to an in-person event, picture I just opened the show floor to you. This is our show floor. It's virtually, so you get, images of what each person's booth would look like. Someone can scroll through just by simply scrolling through, or they could search. Let's say I was really interested. I knew Knowledge First was going to be at the event. I didn't want to search. They could do it that way. So let's just, a quick demo. These big ones that are at the top, this is typically for sponsors, and this is called a large booth. Next, you will see the ones that are 2 across. Those are our medium booths. In the order that we place them is sponsors, then vendor value package ones, then medium booths. So if you're looking for what hierarchy you would be placed, that's how it happens. Underneath that, where you see 3 across, those are our small virtual booths. You will notice that you have a smaller footprint and you're placed in lower priority than some of the other ones. And then underneath, these are our brand new booths. These are our mini booths per se. You don't have a visual, but you still have a text representation and people can still go to your booth. And I'll get to all those in a moment. So let's start off by going to one of our booths. Let's say I was interested in going to Knowledge First Financial. The attendee would click on that booth, and this is what your virtual booth looks like. So on the left-hand side of the screen, this is where your video or Google Slide presentation would go, or an option where you can go live, and I'll get to that in a minute. To start the video, the person would just click the play button, and it's streaming from live. I'm a sales representative with Knowledge. It's streaming it from YouTube. So again, they can scroll through, they can go faster, they can go, you get it. On the right-hand side of the screen, we would have the company's logo. It would say what the business name is. In this case, it's Knowledge First Financial and the representative's name. This could be your tagline. This is why do you want people to click to your booth? So in this case, it's enter to win $5,000 towards a Knowledge First RESP. As an attendee, that's really valuable to me, so I'm more likely to click that booth. So think very carefully when you're thinking about your tagline. Pretend somebody knows nothing about you, and these are your opportunities where you can tell them about you. Next here, this is where your social media links could go. In this case, they don't have an Instagram, but it could show Instagram, Facebook, and your website. And again, these would take you off the platform and going to the person's website or whatever. This about section, this is where you can tell someone, who are you, what do you do, and why are you doing it, and why should they, be part of your enter your contest or check your event offer or whatever. The event offer, this could be a discount, a coupon. You could do a giveaway within your booth. So in this case for Knowledge First Financial, they have chosen to do a giveaway. Their giveaway is enter to win a $100 gift card of their choice and an RRS, enter to win towards a $5,000 RESP. Pardon me, like a tongue twister there today. Before I get to there, this blue button is your call to action. This is where people go to do the next step. So if you want someone to go to your website, it would say, visit our website. And then this would take you off the platform to your website where they could purchase with a coupon code or whatever. But before I get that, I wanted to talk about this live feature. So at any point in your virtual booth, you could have a video playing for when you're not present, but you could also turn to be live at any time. So you would just toggle this button, and then it will ask you, do you want to share your audio and video to go live? Obviously you do. So it's just doing that. And boom, hi everyone. Now you're live. You can talk, you can show off a product or do a demonstration or just, ask questions. And if you want to toggle, let's say I'm done doing my chat. Okay, bye everyone. You would just toggle this feature back and boom, now your YouTube video is playing in the background. In each booth, you have, this part of your booth, but there's also a chat feature. Everybody has their own chat feature within your booth. So if I was Robin and I own this booth, I might say, hello, my name is Robin. How can I help you? Or, tell us why you, whatever the question may be. I can share, links to something, check this out, and you can share any links and share them in the event chat. This could be, maybe your newest event offer or your newest, feature, or, learn more about going to my website. This is where you can use the chat to kind of remind people what you were telling them in your booth. The thing that Knowledge First has done that we help them do for their booth is really great. They're doing a contest. So you have two options with this blue call to action item. It can go to any website, or you can do it as a quick enter to win. I'll do a quick enter to win demo on another booth, but for this one, they did enter to win, but this is going to a website. So if you see, it redirects to a website form that we've made on our website. We can, if this is something that interests you or your business, we can certainly help you with that. So we did a little intro about it, when you should start, and then someone's going to fill out this form to enter to win a $100 gift card of their choice. In this case, these form features were customized for Knowledge First. They told us that they were interested in getting someone's phone number, email, their postal code, and their due date. That helps them with their marketing efforts. So if that's something that interests your business, sure, reach out to us. If I was a customer, I would just, put in my name, my phone number, and then click here under submit. At the end of the show, that vendor would get an Excel spreadsheet with all that information. So that's an example of that booth option. The other booth I wanted to show you was a booth with a Google Slide presentation. Google Slide, for those that aren't kind of fully aware of it, it's very similar to a PowerPoint presentation. Again, we can really help you through doing this. Instead of a video, it's just a slide presentation that would click and you can follow through. Perhaps you wanted to share a little bit more information about your products or services. Again, if you wanted to go live, it's very simple, that toggle feature that I showed you earlier. And now I'm live in my booth. Another fun thing that you can do with your booth is in the chat, you can tell people like, join me live at 1:15, where I will go live to chat about whatever it is. Now, if I was an attendee and I came to your booth and I'm looking at the chat, oh, great, she's going to be live at 1:15. I'm going to stick around and wait for her to go live. And, as a vendor, you've toggled. Attendees won't be able to do this toggle feature. Only you, the booth owner, will be able to do it. And now, hi, I'm live. I can ask any questions. Hey, guys, put your comments or questions in the booth chat. And then it says, hi, let's say I'm an attendee. I'm in the chat again. Hi, I'm Betty. How old does, tempura go until, or whatever your question is. I'm just making it up. And I can say, oh, Jacqueline, great, oh, Betty, great question. Tempura goes to 24 months or whatever the case may be. Okay, guys, it was great chatting with you live. I'm done. You're toggling. You can toggle again in your booth. Now, the great feature about this toggle and this live is you don't have to be live for 24 hours for the full 2 days. The traditional in-person shows where you're 2 days standing behind a booth and your feet are hurting, your back's hurting. This one, you can, be live whenever you want. And the Google Slide or the YouTube video will do the rest. And the booth is almost like self-automating. It almost works for itself. Let's say being live scares you or you're too timid to go on camera. That's okay. You don't have to be. You can just use the chat feature here and talk and have your YouTube video or your Google Slide presentation do the work for you. The Google Slide presentation is good as if you don't want to show yourself on camera or you're scared about talking, just put it in a PowerPoint and, talk about your business. And then you can always use the chat feature. The benefit to being virtual that I always tell people is you don't have to be live for those full 2 days. So pick times that you want to be live. First thing in the morning when everybody's, getting into the platform, obviously you want to be in your booth and answering questions and say hi. But maybe you want to pop off for a couple hours and go play with your children, or, you have to run your oldest child to soccer practice or whatever the case may be, because it is a weekend. You can still feel free to go do that, and your booth is still operating in the background. So that's the real benefit to being virtual, at least with our platform. As an attendee, let's put our attendee hats on right now. I'm done with this tempura booth. I've entered the contest. I've downloaded the coupon. Let's say I'm going back, and as an attendee, picture they're going booth by booth by booth. You want this image, this background image, this colorful background to represent your products. Think of it. What do you do? who do you do it for? What problem are you solving? So the more attractive that is, the more likely it is that I'm going to click like, oh, here, these are some baby eco-friendly. I'm really interested in that. I might click and skip some of the other ones. You could use, so the top line here is your business name and underneath is your, tagline. You could also do that to remind people what you do. So in this case, they are telling me that they're eco-friendly baby and kid products. Oh, I'm really interested in that. I might click on that booth. Another example that I'm going to show you is the enter to win within your booth. This is just the one-click one. So let's say you're only interested in collecting people's names and phone numbers. You don't need any other information. If I was an attendee, I came to this booth. Ooh, enter to win this wagon full of, products valued at $400. Oh my God, this is so great. I'd love to enter. Enter to win. As an attendee, watch how simple this is. Boom, success. I've entered the giveaway. Because I'm already logged in on the platform, this vendor will now get my name and my email. Now you can collect all those names and emails and use it for your email marketing or your other marketing events later on. This is one of the most popular tactics at the virtual booth because it's so easy from an attendee to do. So if you were to think from an attendee, I don't have to fill out a form. I can just click, I've entered, I've gone to the next booth. It's very simple. If I wanted to go to the person's website or Facebook or Instagram, I still can do that through the booth, or you can, chat and be like, be sure to visit our website. And then you could put it here. And then, it's now a clickable link. So there's lots of options you can do within your booth. Again, you can go live still. You can even do polls. You can create a poll within your booth. Let's say you want to know, like, we ask what stage that you are in your parenting journey, but maybe you want to know, like, do you know if you're having a boy or a girl? And you can create a poll and have people answer it. It's just fun ways to, engage with people that are attending your event. So we've talked about, the large booth, the medium booths, how you can have in your booth a Google slide presentation, a YouTube video, and I've showed you how to go live. I've showed you an example of a medium booth. I'm going to just quickly show you our mini booths. Now, this is a brand new booth option. It is our lowest price. Now you will realize that you're at the very, very bottom, but you still have an event presence. Someone would still see your business name, your logo, what your tagline is, your website, and this here is what your event offer is. The only difference for these ones is they don't have the option to go live with the mini booth, and it's one static image. It's not, a presentation or anything. So it's one image that sits there, but you still have the option to be, your logo, your name, your website, what your event off. Would you like to get a gift box? Just pay shipping? Yes, tell me how. And then, now I've entered into that, whatever it is, where I've gone to their website. So as you can see, there's lots of options on the platform itself. So before I get to packages, I just wanted to share with you some really cool stats from our spring show. So I'm going to flip over to just a quick little 3-slide presentation just to show you. This was our spring show that happened on March 6th and 7th in 2021. The event is obviously over, but I just wanted to share with you some of the stats. We had 1,448 people registered for the event, which was great. This little bar graph here shows you when people were active. So our show was 9 to 5, and you can see after 5, people drop off. And that's both the Saturday and Sunday. But you will notice that there's some activity in the overnights. That's because our expo area is actually opened for the whole entire period. So it is open from 9 a.m. on the Saturday to 9 p.m. on the Sunday. And we did this for this reason that, if you're a mom, let's put our attendee hats back on, you're a mom and you're breastfeeding, I can go back to that event and, browse some of the expo booths, or maybe I was watching a session and I didn't get to go see all the things. So that's why you see some activity in the overnight periods. People were visiting the booth. Attendees gave our event a score 8 out of 8. This is on the platform itself. It says, how would you rank the event? And some people filled out the survey, which was great. Average time spent during our event. So the average person spent 4 hours at our event, which is fantastic. If you were to think of a 2-day event in person, somebody spending 4 hours of their time. Now, that doesn't mean that they were 4 hours consistently. Maybe they popped in the morning and then they came on periodically through the weekend, but that average person spent 4 hours. Percent turnout, it's 56%. So this is pretty average for virtual events. If you look up virtual events, typically the attendee turnout as opposed to registered is in between 40 and 60%. So we fall right in that period. This 216 peak attendee, these are our at that peak hour, it's recorded every hour. There were 216 people on the platform active in that hour, which is fantastic if you think of it. Some other cool interactions. So there were 5,262 booth interactions. That could be visiting their website, entering a contest, everything. I had to block out the people's names of the top expo booths by interaction just for privacy's sake. But you can see this one booth, our top performing booth, had 418 interactions. So that could be website clicks, entering their contest. In this case, it was a contest that people win. And oops, sorry, I went a little too fast there. And you can, see how our top 5 performing booths were. Chat messages by area. I'm just sharing it with you. In our expo booths, there were 1,839 chat messages exchanged, which if you think about every time someone said, hello, welcome to my booth, picture that 1,839 times throughout all the booths. Now, this just shows that people were highly engaged, asking questions. The vendors were providing questions, and there was that ongoing engagement and conversation. And in our session section, this is in our workshops and speaker sessions, there were 1,273 chat messages exchanged. And this is people asking questions directly to our speakers and that kind of thing. So that gives you, a quick demo of what our, results were. Some more results, if I can share them real quickly with you. So there were 163 average visitors per booth. We took all the booths from the spring show to show you. People spent 13 minutes average inside a booth. If you picture yourself at a in-person show and imagine one person spending 13 minutes in your booth at an in-person show, think of that virtually, how much time they have spent in your booth. That means they're really watching the Google slide or the video. They're going to your website. They're reading about you. They're engaging with you. They're not coming, entering, and leaving. They're there for it. A little bit about our statistics. So this is a highly targeted audience. So if your audience is new and expecting parents, this is where those 1,400 people are. 54% told us that they were in the bump stage, so they're pregnant. 24% were in a new baby, under 1 year old, and 9% were in that toddler stage, typically 1 to 3 years old. On average, people saw about just over 100 leads per booth. So this could be, emails collected, website clicks. And again, this was an average based on our spring. So we're just showing you, what people have expected on seen from our virtual booth and kind of what you can achieve through ours. Some of the other features that I just wanted to go back to, you will hear us talking about live giveaways. So if I look at this message right here, I'm just going to ping it so you can see it. Live giveaway, enter to win a Tempura gift pack valued at $100. To enter, go to that booth, and in the booth, enter a chat to win. So we do live giveaways as a way to encourage people to visit a particular booth. If you're interested in that, all you got to do is donate a prize. If this happens in the chat, we usually give them an hour to enter. They would click on this link. It would take them directly to the booth, and they have to ask a question, how many flavors are there? This is also to improve engagement and, to encourage people to visit your booth. Now I'm here, I'm going to, go look what their event offer. Oh, I can save a $2 coupon. And, that's kind of how that works. If you go back, I'm just going to unpin that so you don't see it. We also do shout outs to vendors. So if you're a particular booth, we give you a shout out on the event platform, and I'll get through some of the packages and how that works as well. So again, those are some of the features on the platform, how the virtual experience looks. We talked about some of the results that we had at our Spring Expo, and now I'm going to walk through some of our 2022, whoops, sorry, not 2022. We want to go to the virtual and just let you know about the packages and what they have to offer. So I talked about the Virtual Expo. We talked about our demographics, our reach for those that are new to us. We have over 6,300 followers on Facebook, just around the 7,000 mark on Instagram, 5,800 e-subscribers, active subscribers, and 1,400 people had registered to our virtual Fall Expo, which is great. So our booth packages, I'm sure this is what you're really interested in. We have the mini booth starting at $99. Again, if we go back to our expo floor, just to show you, the mini booths are these little guys at the bottom that don't have a background image. So you get one static image, your logo, your event offer, your call to action. It is a low priority on the virtual platform, but you are there. And you also get your webs listed on our website. So if I just click here for an example, just to show you what it looks like. This is our, all our vendors are listed here. I'm just going to go back to the vendor and sponsor packages. Our small booth, this is $175. So you get a small virtual booth. And again, if I quickly show you, that's these ones with 3 across that you can see here. So it's a little bit higher than our mini booth in priority. You also get a background image. The benefits to that one is instead of just a static image, you have a video presentation with the option to go live. Again, you get your image and a link on our website, but what you also get in the small booth package is an offer in our virtual coupon book. So I'm just going to click here to show you what this is. So this is our virtual coupon book. This is sent to every attendee that registered. So even if they didn't come to the event because their baby was sick or they couldn't attend, your offer is still here. So these are exclusive deals, 20% off, 25% off, free consultation. Someone would click this and it would go directly to, you can see as I hover over it, everybody's thing. So that is highly valuable in addition to, just having the virtual booth. Going back to the packages, I'm just going to run through it more on the small booth. So you would also get a social media group tag. So that's where we, meet our exhibitors and we tag all our exhibitors on social media. And then you get a live mention on the platform. So in that chat, like I showed you on this Sunday. The next booth package that I'll quickly run through is the medium booth. This is our most popular booth. So if we jump back here, these are the ones that are 2 across. So you get a little bit larger floor print on the exhibitor floor. The other benefits here, you're listed on the platform in a more priority right under our sponsors. You get your website, like I showed you before, virtual coupon book, but you also get in our thank you e-blast. So this is sent to every attendee as a thank you for visiting. And it's, we can remind them what your offer was. This is just the medium booths would get that. And you also get a live mention in the chat on the Saturday. So that's, on here, we would mention you on the Saturday, visit the Tempur booth or whatever. That's a live mention. The next package that I'll quickly run through, and I'll just tell you what the difference is because it's is our vendor value package. So this is where you're combining the medium booth, the coupon book, the thank you e-blast, and you also get an e-blast banner ad sent to our entire database. So that's in addition to the people that are registered. So just quickly, if I click on it, just as an example of what it would be. So you will see here, Bye Bye Baby had entered a win, and that was their offer that they shared. And they got this sent to everybody in our database. So depending on who you want to reach and how you want to reach it, those are a little bit about our packages. If you're interested in sponsorship, I can certainly run through them there. One of our most popular sponsorship packages is the digital one, where somebody doesn't necessarily want booth presence on the platform but wants presence elsewhere. And our silver package sponsorship is our most popular because you get some speaking opportunities and there's a little bit more exposure there. So yeah, I open it up to if anybody had any other questions that I can think of that we've been asked recently. So I've gone through what the platform looks like and feels like as a vendor, as an attendee, how vendors exchange messages, how attendees can ask questions and share, how you can go live, how you can, collect emails, visit to your website, that kind of thing. So I really hope that this webinar kind of explained everything to you and we were able to walk you through the virtual Bump Baby Toddler experience. And if you're interested in learning more, we invite you to go to bumpbabytoddler.com, and you can click under exhibitor information here and you can apply directly to our virtual show. We also have a in-person market coming up in Hamilton in May, so if you're interested in learning more about that, certainly go check it out. So without further ado, I just wanted to pop on and say thank you. Thank you for listening, and thank you for giving me the time here where I could walk you through the virtual Bump Baby Toddler experience. And we're really excited, and we hope that you will join our vendor family in the future. Take care, everyone. Bye. Stay safe.